Hello everybody, this is Jeff Glass. I am in Smith Valley, Nevada. What you're looking at is the view from where I'm building my house. I watch these different YouTube videos and people are posting about their Ferraris, their Lamborghinis, their houses, their watches, clothes they're wearing. To me, this is wealth. To me, this is paradise. I'll take this over a Ferrari. That's just me. I'm on 5 acres in a fishbowl of mountains, parked over there. Right down there is Walker River. My neighbor's got a tractor stuck on my property. Care less, I love it out here. They don't call it artist view out here for any reason, other than it's absolutely beautiful to look at. So today I'm going to talk about the golden goose of the service industry. If you are in the service business, and the reason I'm shooting this video like this is because I want to give you some perspective. When I was in California during the recession, I went to a restaurant and it's late and everybody's having drinks. I got invited to this networking party by my friend named John. Thank you, John, by the way. You're part of the reason I got this land today. And everybody's in a good mood. They're happy. They're wealthy. They're clanging glasses. They're exchanging ideas. And I'm meeting people in the service industry that are millionaires, painters, contractors, window cleaning companies, gutter cleaning companies, junk removal, moving companies, service businesses. And I'm thinking, where did I step into? I thought things were bad. Mr. and Mrs. Jones didn't just leave. There wasn't genocide and all these people disappeared during the recession. What happened was they moved. They moved into apartment complexes. That meeting, that networking meeting, forever changed the way that I networked my business. Didn't have a website, didn't advertise, stopped doing all that. I'm not saying that's a great idea for you, but I went in full steam ahead. So I started focusing on property management companies. I went from 4 to 80, and I'm going to tell you about them. First thing is you got to have the right qualifications. The right qualifications are you got to have insurance. Got a little distracted. Look at that family of deer down there. You got to have the right qualifications. You got to have insurance. You got to have workers' comp. In California, I had to have a contractor's license, be EPA certified. Used to upset me. Went to an EPA class. Had to spend $600 per person to be EPA certified in the state of California. Ended up being thankful because they put me in a classification where I was in the top 1% of service businesses that were EPA certified. Why did that matter? Property management companies can only hire EPA certified companies in that state. I don't live in that state anymore. I live out here. A lot cheaper for land out here. So I stopped looking at these things as expenses and I started looking at them as marketing tools. That changed my perspective on my business. Why property management? I'll tell you why. You go to single family homes, residential as we called it. It's called discretionary dollars. They can pay for it. They can have it done. They can have it done by somebody else. They can not do it at all. Property management is mandated dollars. They have to get it done. They have to maintenance the properties. They have to take care of them. They're given budgets sometimes every 6 months, every few months, every year. And they have to go out to bid and get 3 bids usually by their bylaws. You want to be in front of those. Now, if you're getting started, it's good to have a balance. 50-50 balance, 80-20 balance, whatever balance you need to do to keep the lights on, because these property management companies take 30, 60, 90 days to pay sometime. You can talk to your bank about getting advances on the payments called factoring on your receivables. Look into it. This is not one of those videos where I'm going to give you part of something and then you call me later and pay me for some coaching. I have my clients I coach, and this is not an advertisement for a coaching call. This is giving you the golden goose in the service business. I want to see you all do well. So, being in front of mandated dollars, money that has to be spent. Stop looking at these different advertising and Facebook ads and Google ads and Home Advisor. All these things are great, But if you're just looking at that, you're going to have some linear thinking going on. Put your bifocals on and think of the other side. Think of where your competition is not fishing. They're fishing in there. They're fishing in the river where they can always see something swimming, right? Just like Walker River down there. There's fish coming through. I'm going to catch that fish. I got a $500 job, $200 job, $2,000 job. How about a client that pays you $24,000 a year to do their property? How about a client, several clients, that'll pay you $2,000 to $10,000 per year because it has to get done. They can't leave stuff sit next to the dumpster. They can't leave that building unpainted. They're in the real estate business. They need your services. They're typically not going to do it themselves. Sometimes they're apartment complexes, sometimes they're houses. Property management. They're in the real estate business. That's why they have real estate licenses. That's why they're brokers, because they have to rent out the rooms. This is your client. This will change your business. You want to make a couple extra $100,000 per year? Great. Stick with residential. Stick with single family homes. If you're smart and hardworking, resourceful, you're going to do well. If you want to build a business that's bigger than you can imagine, get in the property management service business. Make friends with your competitors. Learn about them. Learn what they're charging. Keep your friends close. Keep your competitors closer. Understand the culture of property management. They speak English, but they also speak email as their primary language. Email and text message. They're busy. Stopping by their properties. How do you get their attention? Another story, and I'll end with this so y'all can get about your day. I was listening to a guy who was speaking from Merrill Lynch, and it was a Q&A. And someone asked in the front row, okay, fine. We've heard your story, Mr. Merrill Lynch guy. We hear you're a millionaire, but make this real for me. How can I go out and get clients tomorrow, today? And he goes, I'll give you a story. He goes, every time I got a new client, I sent a cake to their office. And I thought about this, a cake, a freaking cake, really? Does that work? And the guy, Merrill Lynch guys, I'm questioning this in my head because I'm just listening to this, not the one asking the question. He says, think about it. Nobody eats cake alone, typically. And people ask, what's the occasion? So think about that. Picture a cake arriving to an office with your cards, your name on it, to a group of property management clients. So I thought about this. I said, I got to try this, prove the guy right, prove him wrong. So I went around, got some labels made, got a bunch of cakes, and I sent them to property management offices. And I got a client every single time. You heard that right, every single time, just like the Merrill Lynch guy said he got a client every single time. That cake comes in, you put it to the decision maker. There's usually manager attached to their name somewhere.